eșegeți.
Yes, we have boarded. We're going to Romania for 5 days.
Yes.
What's our plan?
Just first plan is to arrive safely. Second plan is to exchange the euros. Third plan is to take the correct bus and go to the accommodation.
Yes.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. After we landed in Bucharest, we took a bus to the city center, and while going there at the busiest intersections of the city, we saw the Arc de Triomphe, which reminds the passers-by of the Romanian army's victory in the First World War. We also caught a glimpse of House of the Free Press, which was considered to be one of the tallest building in the cities, and it was intended to house all the Bucharest's printing presses, newsrooms and their staff.
The first day we checked into our hotel and went straight to eat. And believe me, that's all we did. But oh boy, the pork, it was the best pork we've ever eaten. The food came with a lot of fries and we ate all of it. So this one's called Hugo, and that's the regular Aperol fizz. The next morning, we started our city exploration.
Antim Monastery is one of the most beautiful monasteries in Bucharest and is considered a masterpiece of the late medieval art in Wallachia. This monastery was built in 1715 by the Metropolitan Bishop Antim Ivirianul, the Patriarch of the Orthodox Church. Initially, he intended this monastery to be a refuge for fallen women and refugees as a seat of learning, and hence it was shaped like a fortress with the church in the center.
It's such a colorful place. Looks beautiful. Love the center courtyard.
The artistic realization of the monastery represents an eloquent testimony of Bucharest's cultural life from the beginning of the 18th century. This monastery church is particularly known for its icons featuring scenes from the Nativity and Revelations painted in 1812 by Peter Alexandrescu. The sculptures on the wooden double doors of the church were executed by the Patriarch himself.
A lot of pigeons. And lots of nice flowers over here. Lots of roses. The city is extremely green. There are lots of parks and all the pavements. They have a lot of trees on both sides. Looks like a very neat and clean and green city. The dividers have small fountains. The cars, of course, go really fast. Feels pretty nice to walk. Yep. So, this place is Piața Unrii, or whatever the pronunciation is, 1. It's a giant square. Just stopping by to grab a quick breakfast. After breakfast, we went to the church of Saint Anthony the Old Goat. It was built in the middle of the 16th century and currently it's the oldest surviving temple in Bucharest. Over the centuries, the church was destroyed several times as a result of fires and earthquakes in the city. We enjoyed this church and it was time to head on to the next one. Well, in all the Orthodox churches that we have been to so far. Everywhere we've seen outside there's a place where you can light candles. It's different from the other churches we've been to in Western Europe or all over the world where you light candles inside.
Apparently there was a wooden church over here which was, according to the legend, built in a single day. But after it got destroyed, this was the church which was built again. So it's a historic in one sense that it was built in a one day, the wooden one. But now this is the rebuilt one.
Cool. We're at the Cretulesco Church. Looks stunning from outside.
Built in early 1700s, Cretulesco Church is one of the city's most beautiful and oldest churches steeped with history. Overcoming multiple earthquakes and still maintaining its charm and fairy-like beauty, this is a true survivor and was one of the main witnesses to the end of the communist period in Romania. And to the side of this church now stands a memorial bust of Corneliu Copusu. Revolution Square is considered to be one of the most important and representative public markets in Bucharest and a landmark of local and national history. This is a place infused equally with a cultural and historical load. The building of the Union of Romanian Architects became one of Bucharest's top tourist attractions because of its architectural value, and it is now an iconic architectural gem in the Revolution Square. Revolution Square was the focal point of the two mass revolts which buried the regime into the pages of history between 1968 and 1989. Today, a lot of iconic attractions are present on all of its sides. Here lies the Royal Palace, which now houses the National Museum of Art in Romania, and also it includes the building of the former Central Committee of the Romanian Communist Party, presently known as the Senate Palace. This building evokes both the glory days and the fall of the Nicolae Ceausescu regime. It was from the balcony of this building that he made his last speech to the gathering of more than 100,000 citizens in the square on the 21st of December 1989. In 2005, to commemorate the bloodbath in 22nd December 1989, a monument called the Eternal Glory to the Heroes of the Romanian Revolution of December 1989 was placed near a small square called the Morning Square, where a 25 meters high obelisk also rises as a symbol of people's desire for freedom.
So this is the memorial to all those who lost their lives in 1989. This one right here is the Victory Path. Now we are going to a garden to get some work done and also to rest for a little bit. Been walking for quite a while now.
Yes.
Throughout Bucharest there are chairs like these with Bucharest written. A classy place to chill. The park has auto cleaning washrooms. There's one right behind me, and there are places to fill your water bottles as well, so that's cool. So did a nice half an hour, 40 minutes of work over here.
Yes.
And now back to exploring. We'll just walk around the park a little bit. Won't be doing boating under sun at this moment. Idea right now is to see one monastery, one church, and also to eat. We're also a bit thirsty as well. Might have something to drink as well.
Yeah. We are considered to be the ones who bring rain wherever we go. It has been the case since Genoa, Pisa, and now it was same over here also, at least for the last day. But
It's bright and sunny, and
Yes.
so we have shades out.
Yep.
Over here, McDonald's still has its red board. It's not green yet. We are going to eat at the Kurkubir restaurant right now and not during dinner. So, what did the waiter just tell us about the Bram Plum Palinka?
The shot we are about to have is very, very strong. He asked us 3 times, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" It's very strong. It's very strong. Are you sure? We are like,
Yeah.
we will give it a try. Definitely will give it a try.
So these are the shots, and this one is the strong one. So we have ordered the zakuska, which is a traditional Romanian eggplant dip. It comes with bread, and for main course we have ordered the grilled turkey, smoked sausage and pork neck. So the zakuska has just arrived. It came with these nachos kind of bread. And here we have the grilled meat platter. So this would be the pork neck. Over there you have the sausages, and this one would be the turkey breast. Can't wait to dig in. It's really tasty. Next up for the shots. I can guarantee that the shots are strong. Did you find it to be strong?
I found it to be okay.
Looks really juicy.
It is.
Zakuska is A class. Not to forget, the potatoes are great as well, and so does the smoked paprika look. This is really good. The potatoes are very good. This one's the grilled turkey breast. So I'm just gonna dip it in some mayonnaise. It's like just mustard mayonnaise. It's well cooked. There's a bit of flavor from the grill, and otherwise the mustard mayo goes really well with the turkey. I'm liking it. Now Shalini is going in for the pork neck.
Yes. Let's see. Wow.
Tastes that great, right? Going in for the smoked sausage. The grill marks are amazing. Apart from pork, there's actually cheese in the sausage. Makes it even juicier. The outside was actually crunchy.
Okay.
It's juicy and the flavor is amazing. There's a very good smoky flavor to it. Bran from Bran Castle. What's the final review? Alright, that sums it up. The restaurant's name is Kurkubir. It's really, really, really recommended by us. That had to be one of the best lunches we've ever had, right?
Yes.
In one of the best restaurants we've ever been to.
Fine dining at its peak.
Yes. And now the idea is to go back to the monastery.
Since it's just a few steps away.
Yes,
from
exactly,
there.
exactly. It's the place where we ate in the morning. We had the what is it called? We had something sweet over here, and now we'll go inside because at that time it was service time.
The tiny Stavropolius Church is one of the most beautiful religious monuments in the capital of Romania. Tucked away between the taller buildings in Bucharest's old town, this splendid 18th century monument was originally part of Stavropolius Monastery with its exterior walls and ceilings covered in paintings and decorative elements.
The medium cornet of vanilla kiwi. Tastes good?
It was the thing which was required.
Yes, we just got vanilla kiwi flavored Softee. Been a while we've had Softies. You can recharge your bus pass from one of the many kiosks over here in the city. You'll find them in the major bus stops.
Yes.
And each journey costs 3 Romanian lei. Yeah,
Irrespective of distance, it's always 3. It starts
Yeah.
from 3. The minimum distance is 3, the maximum distance is 3.
yeah. And you can use one bus card for as many people as you want to.
Yes.
The water was great.
It was indeed so refreshing.
Yes, so a larger fountain, the middle of the streets. So, in the middle you have this fountain, and then you have the main road, and after that you've got these fountains on both sides. It's where we were playing around. How was it?
It was so cool.
This place once was ruled by the communists, and today on the roofs you have billboards of Coca-Cola, MI, Pepsi, and whatnot. We are at the monastery of Radu. Looks beautiful inside. Like most Orthodox places, candles are outside. Very different from the ones we have already visited. Yes.
We can fill water. Yes.
Yes, indeed. So, there's place to fill your water bottles. Actually, there are cups over there as well kept if you are thirsty. It's actually called the Monastery of Radu Voda. Radu Voda? Looks so colorful.
Radu Voda Monastery is one of the most renowned monastic establishments within the Romanian Patriarchate. Damaged by the earthquakes of the 19th century, the monastery was thoroughly repainted and rebuilt. Today, it is a place of worship and pilgrimage and houses the relics of Saint Nectarius, and around 22 monks live here. To the northwest side of the church survives a bell tower that preserves its medieval form.
This one behind me is the bell tower at the Radu Voda Monastery complex.
Wine na jal.
Let's see if it's wine or water down there. What do you want it to be? Let's see if it is indeed that.
Pani.
Pani? Okay, so it's water. A great way to reduce plastic is to use your own recyclable water bottles.
Yes.
And here we have a limousine in the middle of the city. Looks cool. I've seen very few limousines before, and this one looks nice. And we are at the Patriarchal Cathedral complex. That's the bell tower of the Patriarchal Cathedral. And this one is the Patriarchal Palace.
The Patriarchal Cathedral of Saints Constantine and Helene is a popular religious destination in Bucharest dedicated to the two famous saints. A hidden gem of Bucharest, it is considered to be the head church of the Romanian Orthodox. The original cathedral was built in the 1650s and had underwent a number of restorations over the centuries, and the most recent restoration was completed in the early 1960s.
Your thoughts about today?
We walked a lot. We had more than 25,000 steps by now, but it was too good. Like, I think we covered every inch of the old town of Bucharest, more or less. It's good.
We've come out through the other gate of the Patriarchal Church complex, and now we'll go to the Carroll Park. It's called Carroll Park, right?
Yes.
We have almost reached the Carroll Park. That would be our last stop in Bucharest for the day.
Yes.
The Bolt taxis over here literally remind me of YouTube advertisements. What does it remind you of? Bolt?
The advertisements mainly. Same.
We've reached the Carroll Park, and in front of us, I'll zoom in, we've got this monument, and apparently there's a perennial fire over here.
So this is the Nation's Heroes Memorial and Mausoleum. It was built in the 1960s by the then communist rulers to commemorate the death of so many people long time back, and after the end of communism this had a major importance in the history of Romania. It's renamed now as the Nation's Heroes Memorial. It hosts the remains of Romanian soldiers, and the flame over there burns for the unknown soldiers.
Lakshana Shiriota is very popular over here.
Yes. So how was it? The overall experience?
This is very good. Started off with a lot of monasteries, lots of churches, had food at a church, then had an amazing time eating traditional Romanian food and drinks, and then the park. Of course, the walks were really nice. So I can say overall it was a great experience. So this brings us to the end of our vlogging in Bucharest for the day.
Yes.
We reached here last evening, and it was a real fun, let's say 36 hours so far.
Yes.
A lot more to go.
Yes.
Tomorrow we are going to go to the resort town of Constanta by the Black Sea. So we'll see you tomorrow morning, I guess. So bye bye.
See you tomorrow.